Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Lisa. To all my new subscribers, welcome. I appreciate, you subscribing, and I hope you find something you do like here on this channel, and trust me, you should, because I have over 200 videos. To my original subscribers, welcome back, guys, and thanks for sticking with me. Today we're in for a nice treat, because today we're going to be making a homemade, old-fashioned, baked in the oven rice pudding, and it is so good. And it's my grandmother's recipe, and I'll tell you what, it's out of this world delicious. And again, you know what's perfect about this recipe? You can adjust it to your own taste buds. And you can taste this liquid because there's no eggs in it. And you could adjust the sweetness and a little bit more cinnamon before you even put it in the oven. So, and it's a very good recipe. Trust me, it is very good. So let's get to it. Carolina rice, but by all means, guys, you use what you have and what you want. It has to be a long grain white rice, but you use whatever brand you like. Even if it's a store brand, that's fine. But this is what I was brought up on, and this is what I do use. And you only need 3/4 cup. But I'll tell you what, because I know this is starchy, and I always have to add more cream and milk the next morning. I'm going to try rinsing this, and we'll do this together. I never rinsed my rice, but I'm going to do it tonight, and I'll let you know how tomorrow morning I'll come back as part 2. And we'll see how that turned out, rinsing it. Guys, I'm throwing, this is, I have 1 cup of milk in there and 1 cup of heavy cream, okay? 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of heavy cream. You can use light cream, doesn't matter. I'm putting in a good heaping, this is a 1/2 teaspoon. So I want a 1/4 teaspoon, so you can look in there. A heaping 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. You gotta be careful with that. It's strong. And I'm going to be putting in at least a teaspoon of cinnamon. But you know what? That was a cinnamon. So let me do a nice heaping, 1/2 teaspoon more of cinnamon. Oh, not that much. Okay. My kids and my family like cinnamon. Now here comes the nutmeg. A little bit more. Like that. Okay. And now, I mix it in liquid. Usually I use a lot less liquid when I'm going to dissolve my cinnamon. I want to dissolve the cinnamon in here because it will make it less easy to, if you were just to put the liquid in your pan and then throw the cinnamon in there, it just separates. You know, and I hate that. I like when it kind of stays one. Anyway, so I'm just going to mix this in. And there was something else I had to say. I think maybe I added too much liquid, because I usually do this like in a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of liquid. I'll be back. I just want to say my mother's measurements are 1/4 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg and 1/4 to a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, because she left off the 1/2. But you know, I just put in a heck of a lot more. Now we're going to add some sugar. That's 1/3 cup of sugar. And we're going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Okay. And I know we have to put an egg in here too. I thought, no? I guess no egg in here. Okay. My bad. Sorry. Put a tablespoon of butter. Okay, so that should be good. Now we're going to pour this into our rice mixture. Okay. And this is 3/4 cup of rice, and it's a heaping cup of rice. And my only dilemma is, I think I should be throwing in, instead of just 2 cups of liquid, right now, tonight, another cup of liquid. I really do. I think as this cooks, it gets a little drier, and I add it anyway. And come morning, this gets really thick and tight. And to loosen it up, you have to add more milk. Okay, so this is it. Then I just mix this all around. Oh, you know what? I forgot my vanilla. Hang on. Guys, my mother didn't put it in here. It's too late to call her. I'm going to put in, I'm going to say a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And I make this like year after year, and you think I would know. But we're going to put it in. Okay. There you go. 1 teaspoon. And you want to know something? I'm going to add milk now. I could have sworn I usually do 3 to 4 cups of milk and like another cup or so in the morning. So I'm just going to add it now. I'm going to do a cup right now. Okay, we're just going to add it. Okay, now we're just going to stir this together. And then I'm going to put it in a 425 degree oven for 15 minutes. I'm going to open up the oven. I'm going to stir it. I'm going to lower the oven to 350 and continue cooking for at least an hour. But if I need more liquid as it cooks, I'm definitely going to add it. And I'll keep you guys up to date on that. Guys, we forgot to put the tablespoon of butter on, and I just did it now. That's that little blob in there. 1 tablespoon of butter. Guys, I got in here. I'm stirring it. After the first 15 minutes at 425, it's that nice color I like. I can already tell I'm going to need more liquid. I can see. Usually, I'm telling you, I put like 4 cups in here, and then in the morning, I put like another 2 cups in. Let me add more liquid. I'll be back. All right, guys, Ken's going to pour in 2 more cups of liquid. It's a cup of milk and the other cup of heavy cream. I think I might have to add a little bit more vanilla. I'm not sure. I'm going to taste it and I'll get back to you. Guys, I'm happy with it like this. I'm not going to add any more vanilla to it. You could, if you wanted to, add another half a teaspoon to a teaspoon. Okay, that's entirely up to you. This is not overly sweet. You can taste this yourself. You know, this is not like chicken juices that you can't taste it. You can taste it before you stick it in the oven. It's just milk. It has a nice, it tastes like rice pudding. It has a nice mild sweetness to it. The cinnamon's just in the background. The nutmeg's in the background. So is that vanilla. And if you add vanilla, a little bit more vanilla, that has that warmth in it where you can actually make it a little sweeter just by adding vanilla. I think, you know what? Let's add it. Let's add a half a teaspoon more. Let's just do it. I talked myself into it. Guys, I just want you to know I threw in the other half a teaspoon of vanilla because I talked myself into it when I was speaking to you guys. I'm going to stick this back in the oven for 350 now and stir it every 15 minutes. Believe it or not, all this liquid will evaporate. It will become all 1/8, and the rice doesn't get all fluffy. And this is going to all dissolve. And come morning, I guarantee you, I will have to add a little bit more liquid to loosen it up. Because all that starch from the rice. All right. Bye. Guys, just so you see, I don't want you, when this will puff up. I just took this out after 15 minutes. So it's been cooking a half hour. You can already see how much that milk is dissolving and evaporating. What do you call it? When you first open up your oven, this is going to be well puffed. Okay? That's okay. That's what you want. It's just the milk. It's just the milk. So here we go. We're just going to stir it. Just like this. And this already is evaporating so nicely. Smells amazing. Just love it. Guys, here's the rice pudding. You can see how dried up it is. And I still have 15 minutes to go. I just knew this needed a lot of milk. Because rice pudding does. This is cup number 7 altogether. Okay? Because I know even for a half a cup of rice, you put in like 6 cups of milk. So, and this is 3/4 cup of rice. So I'm just going to incorporate this now. And then put it back in for the last 15 minutes. Okay. All right, let me just do this so I'm not wasting your time. Guys, you know what I was saying? I was saying to Ken, wow, I never had my rice pudding look that dry. I mean, I know my mother mixes up with the measurements for the milk when she goes by memory. And I haven't made this since last season. But I said, wow, it usually doesn't get that dry until morning. And then you add your more milk and cream. But look what happened. I did change the time. Remember when I told you guys, oh, we're going to go down to 350. The first 15 minutes is 425. Then you lower your oven to 350 for the next 45 minutes. And you stir it every 15 minutes, which is 3 times. Well, guess what? Even though I went boop, 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 all the way down to 350, I guess I never hit the start button. Therefore, it just went right back up to 425. So technically, for 45 minutes, I've been cooking it at 425 degrees for an extra half hour than I wanted to. So I'm not even going to put this back in the oven. I'm going to shut off the oven. Let's see, cancel oven. This is not going to cancel. Okay, I got to do that off camera. And I'm going to call this done because this is definitely done. Okay. Oops, sorry. Okay, guys, you know what I'm going to do? Because I know it's going to dry up overnight. I'm going to add 1 more cup of milk, which is 8 cups altogether. And I'm going to add a dash more cinnamon, just because I like cinnamon. So let me just put that over just a little bit. I'm going to stir this in, and then we'll be back. All right, that's it. Guys, here it is. This is almost like making risotto. You just keep adding liquid, and eventually that rice is going to suck it up. So, here you go. Got milk we just put in. You can see it's just already sucking right into this. And then tomorrow morning, when I show you this, it's going to be even drier, where I may have to add a little bit more milk. Not much. But this is the consistency right now. Okay. Just spilled. Okay, bye. Guys, please excuse the background. I'm going to be making a homemade enchilada sauce. Here is rice pudding we made last night. I did not add any more cream or milk to this mixture right now. By all means, you could. But mine's of this nice color because we all love cinnamon the way... Look at that. We all love cinnamon the way we love garlic. So I put a boatload in last night. Probably about a tablespoon, maybe tablespoon and a half. Okay, let me take a bite. Just like my childhood. I was brought up on this. I make this for my kids. It is creamy, not too sweet. And you taste that cinnamon. And the nutmeg is just in the background. You really don't taste it, but that is good. Delicious. Perfect. Let me get another spoon so I can just show you one more time. If you wanted to add a little bit of milk when you put this in your bowl, by all means you can, but look at this. Perfect rice pudding. And I love the color. And before this, it was more of a creamier, milky color. But when you add all that cinnamon, it becomes this nice, beautiful brown. And I always put cinnamon on top too, even when I dish it out. A little dollop of Ready Whip would be good on this too. Okay, bye.
Hello out there, Life with Lisa A fans. This is Ken. I'm going to taste my wife's rice pudding.
Well, actually, my mama's and my grandmother's.
Well, my wife made it, and it came from her grandmother and her mother.
It doesn't look too pretty when you make it. You think, oh my God, this is a screw up, but it's not. It's really good. All right, go ahead.
If you like rice pudding, you'll love this. Creamy, great texture, and I love cinnamon, and I definitely taste it. So, watch well, I guess you already watched the video. Definitely make it. All right? Thanks for watching.
Hey guys, just a quick side note. In the recipe, you see me, and I tell you, I use 8 cups of liquid, but you see me go from 5 cups. That's okay, 5 cups. And then I say, okay, guys, we're going to add an extra cup in here, 7 cups. And then I add another cup, and I say, here's 8 cups. So you may be wondering, how do we get from 5 to 7? I didn't see Lisa put in that 6 cup of liquid. I did it off camera. I did have the video, but I don't know what happened to it. It got deleted by accident. But just so you know, even though you don't see the 6 cup being added, I definitely added it. It's definitely 8 cups. Okay, I just want to clarify that. Hey everybody, I just want to say, I made this recipe a year ago. I just never got around to posting it. I want to say, you can put a half a cup of sugar in to even 3/4 cup sugar. It's okay to taste that liquid because there's nothing in it. We're not putting eggs in it. So you can taste to see if it's sweet enough for you. But the longer you cook it, it will get sweeter because of the whole chemical reaction and everything that's taking place. But I just wanted to say, you could also do this recipe using minute rice. If you use minute rice, just to decrease your liquids by 3 cups. You'll be putting, by 2 cups. You'll be putting 5 cups of liquid in the oven, and then once it comes out of the oven, and you could do it immediately, or you could just let it get room temperature. It's going to get thick. Then you add your extra cup of liquid. You're going to be using milk. To use heavy cream or light cream, it's up to you what your preference is. Just the cream is creamier, obviously. And when you put it in the oven, you do 3 cups of the milk to 1 pint 16 ounces, 2 cups of heavy cream. And then that 6 cup is up to you what you do.